Hey guys, Game King here for another video. And guys,
My fellow gamers. That's right, gamers. I've been getting to work on Twitch as
We begin our story by watching as a boy by the name of Oswald is drawing art for his favorite fanfic, Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Balls Pit, before his father, Jack Black, decides to take him away from his extreme addiction and leave him alone in a rundown pizza joint run by another dad, Goku. Only he is a deadbeat in a witness protection program under the guise of Jeff.
Whenever working at Freddy Fazbear, there are 34 rules that you must follow. To learn more, look up Five Nights at Freddy's, Rule 34.
Eat too much pizza, you'll get big. To learn more, look up Chica inflation.
Oswald's just at the table explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore.
Yeah, he just knows it all.
They're all like trying to not pay attention to him. He's just,
They're like, F off, kid. I don't care.
you know that in 1987 some kids died here.
Is that deep dish?
Look for the ball pit.
Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Look for the ball pit. I overheard people in Jeff's talking about an old ball pit.
I'm just gonna dive in.
Faz sweat in the Faz ball pit.
Oh, it's sticky.
So after some snooping around, Oswald eventually finds a particle interdimensional teleporter, or PIT for short, which he then decides to jump into without a single thought about the multiple diseases that lie in wait. Unfortunately for him, however, that was the least of his worries, as he finds himself transported back in time by the pit to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a pizza joint that his fanfic was inspired by and that would soon have a disaster strike. But before that, Oswald plays some games with two kids that he just met. This will lead him to playing hide and seek, where he illegally hides in company property, and as a punishment from God himself, the power to the entire building cuts out, releasing the Yellow One.
What's happening? Oh, that door's open. Maybe I should go in.
Oh.
Hello.
Whoa!
Hi, how are
Peter's
you?
back. Whoa!
Peter, look, I made a new friend.
I'm back.
He said come here.
Well, maybe you should follow him. You see that there?
oh, I threw a chair at him.
Yeah, you know what those were?
What?
Those were the missing children.
Oh, the 5 children from Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's!
No, I'm leaving without them.
Is this where you wanna be?
Table.
So, after barely escaping with his life, Oswald travels back in time to see his dad and Goku waiting for him on the other side, only for his dad, JonTron, to be kidnapped and possessed by the Yellow One.
You're kinda just like Goku, Dad.
Dad, why are you pregnant?
God, why are you Parganin?
Why are you purgent?
Why are you Pargant?
Can you explain to me why you're housing another life form?
Why is there two of you?
Oh, Dad, is there another guest here with us?
Are you eating for two?
Are you eating for two?
Dad, why do you look more abusive? Dad, you always know how to
Domestic abuse rabbit.
starts taking off his belt. Dad, you always make the best. Ow! Ow!
So, after being taken back home by the domestic abuse rabbit, Oswald soon finds himself roaming around his house to find a phone and call his mom, all while trying to be silent as to not draw the attention of his possessed father. But due to all the trauma he acquired via the last 15 minutes of his life, he quickly gained a new ability: schizophrenia.
no noise at all.
He's glitching across the living room, hoping his dad doesn't hear him eat shit in 5 minutes.
Look at how fast I was going.
Dad! I don't mean to alarm you!
I've learned how to bee-hop. Dad, I learned how to bee-hop. Are you proud? Thy end is nigh, father.
It is not.
I found a service weapon.
I took it off the police officer and killed him with it.
I'm wanted in 13 states.
No,
Dad.
officer, you can't have my license and registration.
The only license I have is the license to kill.
Once Oswald distracted the yellow rabbit, he grabs his dad's phone and calls 911. But after they did not pick up due to him being broke, he calls his mom and has her drive all the way back from work to come help out their dad. Only for our dad to seem perfectly fine. Now, with a psycho rabbit replacing his dad and nobody believing him, it becomes Oswald's mission to convince his mom and fix his dad. But before he can do all that, he has to escape his house and run back to the ball pit. At least, that was before his voices took over again, forcing him to spend precious time playing video games.
Alright. Back to... oh. Wait a minute. That looks like it's a part.
Part of my heart.
To the machine!
To the machines! Funko Fusion demo ready to play.
Whoa!
Whoa! Don't worry, I won't kill you, Balloon Boy, by accident.
Man, you're gonna get a freaking puppet jump scare at the end of this.
Alright, go on to that.
Dude, spoilers. Ow.
Alright.
No, come
No,
back. Come back.
Go on to that
Oh,
one.
no.
Ugh.
Come back.
Talk about not so
Oh,
awesome
no.
sauce.
No, come back.
Oh my god, you're unbearably bad at
Come
this.
on, man.
Alright, now what?
Keep walking.
Oh. Pizza! Wow, it's a party for me!
Wow.
Party all for me.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow,
Lol.
balloons and
I will eat
everything.
all the presents.
Oh no, the stock
Purple
market!
guy!
Purple guy!
Damn, Afton.
After becoming a gamer, Oswald finally decides to go back in time to try and fix his dad. But before he even steps a foot out of the ball pit, he hears a child being tortured and decides to help by, ooh, money.
Ooh, a coin! Okay, I'll leave you be for right now. Goodbye! Yep.
Okay, so here's the town of beginning.
Just leave the child?
Is that you right there?
I just
Yeah, buddy,
left. I just left the child.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna kick over the suit and watch what happens.
I want to see that.
Hold on, let me see this.
Dude, all of a sudden, tomato paste is everywhere.
One short side quest and screwdriver later, and we are finally able to free the small child. Only for it to be a big waste of time as well as drawing the attention of the yellow rabbit. Forcing us to go to the present and come up with a plan.
Listen, I know cigarettes are the only way for you to calm down after work, but it's messing with your lungs.
Can you stop beating me, please?
So, after waking up from a nightmare, we decide to go to school before we can make our way to Jeff's Pizza. While there, we meet two people, a domestic terrorist, Jet, who is willing to give us an actual bomb for some FNAF merchandise, and a nerd, Gabriella, who is being bullied by some kids.
Oh, they bullied her. Too bad. Nope, I don't want to talk to her. Nope. No.
Because she's black?
No. No. I gotta be cool. I gotta be one of the cool kids. They bullied her, therefore I can't. Therefore, logistically...
Logistically, I'm racist.
After giving us an important notebook for lore, We scurry off and never see her again. Once we have escaped our abusive household and break and enter into a pizzeria, we use a time machine to go back in time and try once again to save our father possessed by an evil yellow rabbit. Unfortunately, we not only hear the cries of another child, but also run into one of the robot furries who runs the pizzeria. In particular, a big chicken who, upon seeing a small defenseless child, decides to steal their lunch and eat it in front of them. One time traveling rat and stolen pizza later, and Oswald is able to distract KFC in order to free the second unaccompanied minor, only for our rabbit-possessed father to once again drop in and force us to go back to the present, wasting another precious day trying to save our dad.
Alright, I'm getting the katana out. The yellow rabbit's dying tonight.
Rabbit.
Get out here and fight me!
William Afton.
Once I kill you, your mom will be mine!
On our third day, we go back to see Goku at his minimum wage job, before traveling to the past to find yet another child being tortured by yet another Faz furry. This time, the Raving Rabbit, who we need to lure out using rock and roll. So, after collecting a guitar string from the garbage, we go back and fix up the Blue Bunny's old guitar to play the greatest song in the world. But unfortunately, we played tribute so bad that it actually made the Blue Rabbit angry, causing it to leave the first child and assault another. Fortunately, Oswald escapes and sets another child free, only to be interrupted not only by the Yellow Rabbit, but also by the final member of the Faz gang, forcing us to run back to our house and start a new day. On our fourth day, we trade some Funko Pops for a pipe bomb and head back to the pit, to find ourselves trying to save another child. Only this time from the bear, who we decide to use the bomb on to distract him and save the child. However, the child, unlike Oswald for some reason, has trauma and is scared to go outside. So we have to go and distract whatever she is afraid of. Unfortunately, the Yellow Rabbit used our distraction to distract us and double kidnapped the child that we just saved. So, after some gambling, we find the child once more, this time locked behind a refrigerator door, so we grab a comically large hammer and smash it open. But once again, while we were distracted by a side quest, the big yellow furry takes advantage by using literal stream sniping to hunt down Oswald.
No!
If time travel in giant killer robot furries wasn't enough, my possessed father decides to start breaking the interdimensional fourth wall by not only taunting Oswald, but also messing with Sonic of all people, accidentally starting a fourth dimensional war. But that is none of our business, as we use this distraction to save the girl. We saved the girl. So now that Spring Bonnie beats Sonic the Hedgehog in an epic rap battle and we saved the same child twice, we find ourselves on the night 5 of Night at the Freddy, where we decide to train before facing every gamer's foe, their abusive alcoholic father.
Okay, we're watching Peter POV right now. We're watching Peter POV. Alright, go Peter! Go Peter, go! You can do it! You can do it, Peter! You have to believe in yourself, Peter! Do it! Yes! He's doing it! He's completing it!
Shadow, you can go poop yourself, bro. What the hell?
Shadow, you can do a backflip and
Do you see what he said in the chat? So
saw.
mean, bro. Hold on, I'm about to say something in the chat real quick.
The shy.
I hate you!
Alright, go Peter! You can do it!
Crush
You
it!
got it, Peter!
Crush it!
We believe in you!
8 more! 8 more!
Come on!
Come on!
Come on, you'll never be able to beat the yellow rabbit if you don't complete it! No!
Where is he?
Crazy. Use 2 hands. I forgot it. That was funny.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Why isn't the door opening?
Oh, he's so screwed. Dude, go in the suit. What are you doing?
God broke his ankles.
We're gonna go
Movie
back.
Shadow said, Peter,
Yeah,
you
go
can
back
no
to-
longer, you are no longer allowed to see FNAF 2 and Sonic 3.
No!
Dude,
No.
we can't take him. We can't take him to go see
It should have been me, not him!
I thought we had something, Shadow.
Ugh. Oh, here we
Put you on
go.
the toilet.
Final night.
Oh, final night. That's
Final-
day.
Final
day.
Oh,
Ooh.
take me on a date to Applebee's when I. Oh, you heard him. You heard him, Peter. You gotta take him to Applebee's on a date,
Go
fully
to
paid.
Applebee's.
Take Shadow
Fully
out.
paid is crazy.
Take Shadow out on a date
Dude,
to Applebee's.
I will on the night of his movie.
On the night of his movie. Dude, I'll bring Sonichu.
Bring the medallion.
The medallion. The power.
Shadow, can you confirm something for us? Does the little girl get shot in Sonic?
Maria. Where's another?
She was in the trailer.
Wait, was she actually in the trailer?
I think so.
Was Maria actually in the trailer?
I'll have to go look at it again.
Dude.
Hold on. I'll just look it up. Was Maria?
Maria.
He said Maria.
Maria. I can do it!
Yes!
I believe!
Kill it!
We can do it!
8 more!
Yeah!
8 more!
Yeah! No! I'll never be able to beat him. Don't worry. Maybe I can try again.
I just need more gambling.
I just need more gambling money.
Now that we are done training and Oswald's internal demons are going through a breakup with Shadow the Hedgehog, we finally say goodbye to Goku one last time before we set forth to the pit. Unfortunately, while being chased by the yellow rabbit and being mentally held at gunpoint by Shadow.
Wait a minute. Oh, I can't. I was gonna train. I wanted to train.
I
Dad.
wanted to get better.
Get in that van. Get in that van. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ah! No! Leave me alone!
So, after speedrunning saving a child, we finally get to see our real father. JonTron, tied up in a basement, being guarded by a bear. But right as we set him loose, we have to hide and end up watching Jack Black being kidnapped again. After a week of time traveling, searching for his dad, saving children, running from killer furries, training his strength, gambling, gaining literal PTSD and drama, and even going through a divorce with his beloved Shadow, all just to watch it burn for nothing, finally put Oswald over the edge. He trained, and trained, and trained, and got a restraining order on Shadow, and trained until he finally got incriminating blackmail of the Yellow Rabbit's online chat logs. So, after finally giving the Yellow Rabbit a taste of his own medicine by slowly suffocating and killing him, we finally get to save our dad. And then we could finally end our story. Or so we thought, as Shadow the Hedgehog and Spring Bonnie join forces and bulk up in the gym, all to take down a 12-year-old boy with schizophrenia. On the left side of the ring, we have Shadow the Hedgehog, coming in at 5 inches tall.
There's no way.
He's 5 inches tall. Coming in, 350 pounds of pure steel, Spring Bonnie! And their competitor tonight is going to be a 12-year-old boy who hasn't even passed algebra, Oswald! Hey, thanks for watching this video. It was a lot of fun making it and recording it with my friends.
All of this was recorded on a live stream that I had a while back with my friends Peter and Sean. Their channels will be in the description of the video if you want to go check them out, give them some love. And if you did enjoy what you saw, I'm going to be doing a stream highlights video pretty soon, kind of similar to the Lethal Company videos that I did a while back, where it was just a bunch of clips of me and my friends and stuff. So if you like that, stick around and you'll see that pretty soon, hopefully. Other than that, I am currently doing a live stream right now. If you are watching this on the day that it's released, you'll probably see the live thing around my logo, whatever. I'm going to be doing a Halloween stream today, so make sure you go check that out. Same guys that are in this video, Peter and Sean, and we're just going to be doing a bunch of different games, some single-player games, stuff like that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching the video, it means a lot, and I will see y'all later.